Welcome to Rage Across the Internet presents Wherever Gaia Takes Us, a War with the Apocalypse Let's Play. Starring
Daniel Tyson as Ricochet.
CJ as Nightfang.
Melissa as Hippolytus Shadow.
Tommy Dixon as Walks with Anubis.
and I'm your storyteller Porter.
Well, I think that name can wait till later. Until we get a totem.
Oh, maybe before a totem, some fucking rest.
It has been a long day, hasn't it?
Yeah, I could use a rest.
Adrenaline's starting to wear off and everyone else too.
I'm all gung-ho to go find this, but I think shut-eye's best. And it gives us time to ponder. And who knows, maybe we'll have more visions. Get some clarity on this.
And maybe you'll get some of those gifties for the spirits to pull them out. If you want to. I can help you find some.
We'll see. For now, I think we go back to camp. We've all had a long day.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's...
Alright, that's unanimous?
Nightfang's already asleep.
Yeah, we're sleepwalking.
That's why he couldn't get through the gauntlet. His eyes were closed when he thought they were open.
Should we start calling him Christopher?
Yes. Everybody's Chris.
Because he's walking.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, the four of you return to camp and crash out. You know, you're, I'm assuming, Lupus pelts keeping you nice and warm through the evening or through the night. Or early morning, as it were. And in that, you slumber once more and dream. The forest, thick and dark. They blot out the thick of the forest, blocking out the light entirely. You can hear footsteps. Slow at first, but increasing in speed and intensity. Someone running. You see the girl, the photographer from last night. She runs by. You hear the stamping of jaws behind her, but see nothing. You could almost smell the terror in the air. You can almost taste the sweat dripping off of her body as she runs. A green flame in the distance. And you wake.
Slowly getting up, shifting up to Hamid, waiting for everyone else to make a move.
I wake with a start. Almost shifting from Lupus to Hamid in a snap motion. But not quite.
Stretching out Lupus as I stand up, remaining in Lupus. Well, that was different. What about y'all?
I don't want to get up.
It was a long day.
So we clearly don't have to talk about it. We all know. Different woman, though.
Is it worthwhile notifying them?
I think so. Just not yet.
We never did find out what their actual dream was, just they were sent here to protect that girl, so maybe we're having the same dream now?
We're only going to find out if we ask.
Yeah.
That fire at the end. Was that worm?
So unsettling, that's what that was for me.
In the dream, was she running towards the fire or away from the fire?
You can't remember.
Can any of us remember?
Let's find out.
So I'll say that out loud. Was she running towards that green flame? Or away from the green flame?
Nightfang. It started, she was running away. But it grew quickly and surrounded. Almost like an explosion.
She was running from it, but it didn't seem like it really mattered in the end. Yeah, that's... So I'm guessing she's gonna get herself into trouble, try getting out, and then it's either gonna catch up with her, or we're gonna possibly step in. Maybe the others...
Dante, you barely remember a fire. Enjoy that roll, sir.
Mm-hmm. Well, I finally stretch awake and look around. Where's Falling Leaf?
Nowhere to be found.
I figured. That's why I said it to everybody.
I think maybe he's fishing again, or getting an early start.
Or he never came back.
I'm still in Lupus. I take a sniff to see if I can get his scent. It's a fresh scent. 4.
No. To be clear, not you didn't pick anything up, or not that you failed. There was nothing to pick up.
Yeah, no fresh scent.
Yes. Yeah. Just making sure we didn't confuse that with
No,
failure.
that's because I was going for a fresh scent.
Exactly.
Because his scent would still kind of linger. But yes. No, he never came back.
So maybe we need to talk to him first before we go see La Magnifique. How do I say it? I said it wrong. La
Magnifique.
Magnifique. Nope, still said it wrong.
You're good.
Far closer.
The magnet feet.
The Magnifique. Thank you.
La Magnifique.
Well, let's head back to that cabin because I want to find out what he did with the girl. And we need a location on where this photographer is to go ask her questions.
You don't think we should find Falling Leaf first?
Well, that's where he last was.
Yeah.
Be a good place to start.
Okay.
That or breakfast might be a good place to start.
Maybe they'll give us breakfast.
Let's not push that. They were already generous enough. Don't want to overstay that welcome.
Well, they might when we tell them the information that we received.
Exactly.
Only way to find out.
All right.
Back to the cabin we go.
Okay. How are we doing that?
Human. Hamid.
Hamid.
Yeah, shift back up the helmet and walk in. Probably the baths.
Okay. Double check.
Oh, don't worry, I know where it is.
Which is, it's a good couple mile walk
Yeah, but now...
in Hamid. So it's...
Right, but we're blending in more. People know, if other people saw it,
No,
they know we...
I'm aware. That's why I asked.
Okay.
But, yeah. So, all right. You make your way slowly, obviously, back to the cabins. There's a fair amount of activity. Cars milling about. You can see there's more people, at least in the cabins you can see from your positions. More tourists are arriving, or seasonal guests, or however we want to call them. You know, the family from yesterday, for example. You know, they're outside playing, you know, squirt guns and shit. They're having a little water fun family time in the front yard of the cat. You know, it's maybe 11 a.m. You know, by the time you've got, woke up, you got there. It seems like no one is there at La Magnifique's cabin, however. Oof.
I knock.
You don't say. Is that what that was? Nothing.
Great. Why am I not shocked?
plan B?
I mean, can always sniff around, see if we catch a sense, or keep walking.
Yeah, but where?
Just give a small shrug.
I'm going to prowl around the cabin and just sort of peek in the windows.
All right. I mean, I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
I'm just wanting to make sure that there's nothing going on inside that would sort of indicate why they weren't there.
No, sure. Like I said, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. You know, as you make your way around the cabin, most of the curtains are drawn, but you get to the back as you make your way around the cabin to the kitchen or the kitchen area from last night. There are the bay windows there, and those are in fact are open. You see there are no lights on. You can see, like in all of the kitchen, the bottles of wine from the night before, the glasses, no one's cleaned up. There's no indication from what you can see that anyone's there.
Any sign of struggle?
None whatsoever.
The windows are open, you said?
No, they're not open. They're just not the
Covered.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, like the blinds are drawn in front. We could assume that if there were people sleeping, like in Lupus or something, to keep that from this exact scenario.
Yeah.
There's a big dog sleeping on that rug.
Right? 6 of them, 4 rooms, someone sleeping in the living room.
Okay. I'll go back around and it's like I can't see anybody inside. There's no signs of struggle.
Well,
No extra bodies in the living room. So they may have just left.
maybe they went and got breakfast. Let's go to town.
All right.
Quicker this time.
Let's not draw too much attention to ourselves.
Well, don't stay on the road then.
After you.
Find myself walking towards the woods.
All
To
right.
make more of a straight line to town.
Okay. CJ adds or evens.
Let's go evens.
Okay. The 4 of you, I'm assuming, will take to Lupus through the woods?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And you saved a shit ton of time. Uneventful.
Well, I was definitely going to do a perception roll too while I was in there to see if I can smell some people.
What are we looking for?
Their scents. Specifically, falling leaves.
Okay. Well, go ahead and make your due. Make your due. That's what we say now.
3.
You don't detect anything.
Okay.
You do, however, make your way to the north end of town pretty quickly, which is nice. The north end of town is almost broken into 2 parts. The east end features the usual suburban essentials. Supermarket, nail salon, barber shop, dry cleaners, there's even a mall. It's Hop's Diner that kind of seems to serve as the border. Is a wall from a functional Everyville to a quaint small town leading into a downtown.
Moving into town.
Gonna continue on?
Mm-hmm.
Passing on Pops?
Shifting the Hobbit.
Well,
Obviously.
I just gave that to you
Okay,
guys.
I'm
I
just
wasn't
making
gonna.
sure. I don't want to be trapped
Yeah.
going through town in Lupus.
I'm not trying to trick you, okay?
All
We're not. I'm not saying you shouldn't be wary, but for something like this,
I mean, being that kind of diner, it's surrounded by glass windows. Obviously, I'm taking a peek while I'm walking by to see if I see anybody I notice.
you don't. It is. There's a bunch of people in there, and I mean, which shouldn't,
It's lunchtime. Shouldn't surprise me.
right? But it seems kind of alive, and it's a buzz clearly. Something's up.
It's hopping.
Well, I didn't want to say that so hard. I was going well out of my way to avoid that.
Then thanks for teeing it up for me.
Damn it.
You gave it to him with a bow.
It's fine. I did. You know, it's his turn. You deserve a few every now and then. Fuck. But you said you guys are moving on from there? Continuing to downtown? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Does anybody have money for food?
I don't.
That's a really good question. That's smart. I think I'll give you that one too. All right.
For some reason, I have resources 1.
Do you have money for food?
I guess so.
Check your pockets.
I mean, resources 1, she's got money for food.
Yep, I have money for food.
You want to buy us lunch?
Yeah, sure. No steak and eggs. None of that stuff. You know, cheap. I gotta make this last.
All right, fine. Just a regular old burger then.
Well, that's the question. You're going to go to Hops? You're going to see if you can find something downtown?
It's up to you guys.
I mean, statistically, this can't be the only place on the whole fucking island to eat.
It's true, but it's hopping.
Yeah, it's moving. We might. Porter's quit. Porter quit. He's out. All right, come back, please, Porter.
We need the storyteller.
Damn it. All right. I'm out of here.
Clearly, they're busy.
All right, let's find something a little bit quieter.
Or I was going to say we could just listen around, see if we hear anything. Kind of eavesdrop on some conversations.
That too.
I'm up for whatever. She's buying lunch.
Yeah.
All right.
Then it's
Cassie's choice.
Like it's the call.
Hops it is. Hopping hops.
You're not letting me live that down now.
You know what? It's going to burn down this story now. It's going to be a tragic grease fire in the next, 30 fucking seconds.
We can soak it.
I don't know if you can. You still didn't take Master of Fire.
Fuck you, Dan.
Okay. So you guys walk into Hops. You know, that little bell rings as the door opens and the place falls fucking silent. All eyes are on you for just a moment. And then things go to a quiet murmur. Older woman with a beehive hairdo walks up to you. Hello there, sweethearts. Here for some lunch?
Yeah.
All right, right this way here, honey. She hands a few menus and how you doing today?
Doing okay. How about you?
Oh, I'm all right, honey. I'm a little tired. I wasn't supposed to work this shift, but one of our waitresses, she had a little tumble last night, and the poor dear, she's in the hospital right now.
I hope she's okay.
I think she'll probably. We're taking a little collection to help with the bills. I know you guys just got here, but if you could find it in your heart, even if you take it from my tip, anything. She's a real sweet girl. It's just a shame. It's a terrible accident.
You said a tumble? What kind of injuries she take?
One's when you tumble?
Well, I'm not a doctor, sweetheart. It's it's an odd question to ask. Some kind of weirdo?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just curious on what happened.
He doesn't have much of a filter. It gets him into trouble sometimes.
Well,
Can we get a round of waters to start? While we look over the menu.
yeah, sure thing, honey.
Thank you.
She side-eyes the shit out of...
I was thinking about Lucinda, okay?
Who else you think she's talking about?
Right?
She tumble over some axes.
I mean,
Obviously.
most depends on how Carter, took care of things.
Oh.
What are her injuries specifically? Are you fucking
I was
crazy?
making sure it was the same girl. But
Waitress is afraid you're going to go jerk off in the bathroom about it or something, man.
Oh, Jesus.
It was weird.
I mean, you could have asked about, like, the condition or, hey, hope she's okay or doing well. She's stable?
That just tells us Carter did what he was supposed to and we can trust him. She's okay. At least in good hands.
Looks like they got a breakfast special. I'm going to get that.
Yeah, got to bringing that back on track.
Everyone wants to make fun of me instead.
It's the way you worded it, dude. It was very creepy.
It was a little reminiscent of the Zoe thing. So the waitress, again, she comes back, waters, takes some orders, and give you guys some time while you're having some breakfast.
So, I have a feeling this is a local place, so we might not hear much since we are not locals,
Food's good, though.
Things quiet. Huh? Definitely gotta agree with you on that. Like, we should go try and figure out which hospital you said might be at to take a look. Or stick on track with the conspiracy lady.
I think we still need to figure out where Falling Leaf is.
Yeah, I think that's first.
I don't know. He said his dream was about us and that he had to protect us, so I don't think he'd be too far or too hard to find necessarily, but I could be wrong.
Unless he's in trouble.
That could be it. But then if Falling Leaf's in trouble, what would that say for us if we went after him?
Oh, we're fucked.
6 verse 4? Yeah.
Why would we worry about the other pack again?
Maybe they're the reasons why. You never know.
What happened to the trust? Again, we know she's at least alive. He didn't kill her. We trust them, they trust us.
Keep it down, dude. I get it. Don't raise your voice so much.
I thought I worked pretty fucking hard getting back on track there.
It's a mess. It's all a mess. It's a jumble. We gotta figure shit out one thing at a time. I mean, we got an idea of where to go now. I mean, look what happened the last time we followed the dream.
I'm sure there's only one hospital here. Small town.
Probably. Unless they took her to a larger town nearby, but I really doubt that.
What are you thinking, Cassie?
I'm thinking how nice that burger is going to be.
Here you go, sweetheart. Bon appetit. It's very good.
How's that feel in your throat?
Not super great.
Very Velma and Louise.
Honestly, I think we need to find the other pack.
I mean, they were looking out for the conspiracy chick, so if we go after her, probably easy to find them.
Yeah, where she is, they'll be.
Exactly.
Where is she?
Well, she's an amateur reporter. She publishes Willow's Peak. Find that. Find her.
They did mention offices.
Mm-hmm. In the downtown.
We can always ask. I'm sure we look crazy enough to be working with her.
I do not look crazy.
All of us, excluding Cassie,
Exactly.
who probably looks extra crazy.
Oh boy, don't start that.
I mean, we give Ricochet over here enough of it. Gotta spread it around a little. Keep things nice and balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut for a little while.
And we gotta figure out where this office is. Maybe it's one of those, in like a strip mall or something, or actually in a proper building, and we gotta go through the whole thing.
Well, after breakfast, let's scout the town.
Good.
And Falling Leaf.
He'll turn up.
All right.
I mean, we already know he's a badass. He can look out for himself. And if he can't, we're in trouble.
All right.
Not in my head as I finish off that burger.
Mm-hmm.
Probably less than 5 bites.
The food is tasty, clearly homemade. Nothing seems to be frozen. And, $30 later, before tip, you find yourselves ready to roll. You leaving a tip?
Yes, and a donation to the medical bills. It won't be a lot, but it'll be something.
Excellent. There is the fact the jar right there at the register at the front with, a little picture of Lucinda. Thoughts and prayers. Thank you, sweetheart. It was very kind of you. You have a good day.
Compliments to the
You
chef.
too.
You guys make great food.
Oh, thank you.
Explains why this place is hopping.
Porter's leaving
so
again.
hard. Love you, buddy.
Roll your soak.
As the place just exploded.
The chef's knife is hurtling towards your brain.
No successes. An 8 and 1 showed up. Oh, one success.
It's the craziest thing. It started raining silver knives.
We're
We've
all
all
dead.
died.
Just
Take
one
7
thing,
egg for your fucking sass mouths.
I'm innocent.
I love it.
That is 7 sass mouth egg.
Sassmouth egg. Got it.
It's right. It's a special type of egg.
It's erasable.
Oof. Full of hate.
Full of love.
Oh, everything is terrible. We're not friends. Okay.
As we're walking out, has anybody said anything loud enough for us to hear? Worth hearing.
Of interest.
Well, I feel like that's a question. No, I'm just gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cut the middle, man. It's very specific in this script that no one's discussing shit with you in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of guessed. That's why if we're getting up, maybe somebody had said something, like murmured to each other.
No, I get what you're saying, but you're still.
Like, thank God they're leaving. One of those, yeah. No, I get what he was getting at.
No,
I know.
I figured as much too, but that's why I'm asking. Because they wouldn't say it around us, but maybe now as we're leaving, they'll say something.
I mean, you can roll it if you want to. But, okay.
No, I mean, if you don't think it's necessary, I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, I don't think.
Again, and I'm in Hamid. What's it going to do me?
It's kind of my point. Like, even if someone was going to whisper with you guys there,
Soldier's noise.
right?
Yeah, for how busy this place is. You're welcome.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, for how much it's moving and the hustle and bustle of the.
So make my way outside and I'm turn to downtown.
Yes. Again, it's the diner that kind of serves as the barrier between a functional Everyville and a quaint small town. Passing into downtown, you find yourself adrift in a sea of tan brick buildings, brown roofs, and large windows, perfect for shopping. There's an old-timey ice cream shop, furniture store boasting handmade works, even a leather shop that advertises custom saddles, jackets, and hats Perfect to feed your child's new addiction to horseback riding, courtesy of Camp Anawana. You see townsfolk milling about the street. No, there's a pair of police officers. Of course, various the telephone poles or various flyers. Things such as re-elect Mayor Declan Willows, a name that sounds like home. You can see missing posters for the children. Again, Samantha Rowe, Robbie Hines, and Brian Danes. 4 or 5 different posters for lost pets. Another one offering a telephone number and asking if you've been having strange dreams lately, from the Frankfurt Dream Study. Again, you continue on and you notice of note a pair of police officers. I would appreciate if Nightfang and Cassie rolled a... you know what? Just give me intelligence.
Okay.
I'm also going to take one of those phone numbers from the dream study.
Okay.
1 success.
Nothing. It wasn't a botch. It just was nothing.
Finally, her dice didn't do something.
I know.
Right.
How many did
Unless
you
I
get?
was looking for a 5.
How many did you get, CJ?
1 success.
1?
Yep.
You know what? All things considered, I think that'll do it. You recognize one of the men. He shot you 2 nights ago.
Very, very quickly, you're just going to shuffle to be at the furthest point of this little group between us and them. Oh.
All right.
Just to put that little space and lean over to whoever's closest. Oh, that solves one issue.
Yeah, the 2 men conclude their little conversation with one of the townsfolk. Take it easy, Sheriff. Your assailant tipping his hat as the 2 of them start to walk away.
Yeah, the sheriff was the guy from the car, guys. This is, that complicates things.
You think?
The sheriff was in the car.
Got a good enough look at him whenever he put those bullets in my belly.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
A quick storyteller's note, as apparently we forgot to record it last time. I did misspeak in that first story. I know that a lot of you know, but for the audience, there was only 1 person in that car. I know I said passenger. I misspoke. We made that correction, but forgot to hit record when we made it.
Correct.
So, for you guys, yeah. Sorry, continue.
Let's just keep shuffling downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing we can do about this right now.
It's going to be easier to find.
Mm-hmm.
Continuing on, you find yourself passing a New Age shop, advertising tarot card readings. Across the street, a rather quaint-looking firehouse, and tucked in between a florist and Dave's Tavern is a door and a sign reading Willow's Peak.
Bingo.
Okay. Lead number 1. And I'll open the door and let everyone in before me.
It's very courteous of you.
No game plan. Okay.
Yeah.
Just going. So we've all walked into this place.
Yep.
I will
Doing my best to...
All right. The door opens directly to a somewhat narrow staircase, leading directly to a door which we assume will go to the office proper.
We have an idea what we're going to say?
No idea, but maybe Dante should be the one to knock first, since she got a good look at me and Cassie.
No harm.
Remember, didn't she also see Dante come flying at her to make a grab for the camera?
Might
After
have.
shifting mid-leap?
It's true.
Yeah, she might have.
You're the Philodox. You should be able to tell if she's kinfolk or not. Right.
Let's just say I've got a pretty good lie detector.
Mm. Oh.
Yeah, still figuring shit out. I haven't gotten to that part yet.
Looks like you drew the short end of the straw on that one, Ricochet. You never changed forms.
Mm.
Not in front of her, no. No harm comes to her.
No, there's not supposed to be. We're just here to inquire.
Help, even protect.
And if we can throw the sheriff under the bus a couple of times,
We're holding up our end of the deal.
Mm.
I think it's best I probably stay down here.
Think so?
Wouldn't you think she'd freak out if she saw me?
Okay. I don't know, Cassie. You might have a more... What's the word?
I have the ability to convince people to sort of fall, like, see reason without using violence.
All right. I was just thinking you may be a little bit more rational at this.
No, I'm totally rational at this.
Put her foot in the mouth a little less.
That's what I'm concerned about. All right. Gonna give a knock at the door.
The door swings open a bit as you knock.
Gonna slowly peek inside and knock again.
The little bell dings as you open the door. It's a business. You're fine.
Okay.
The site could be at best categorized as low rent. The office features a small card table and folding chair with an office phone and a typewriter. It's a little lobby is what you're looking at right here. It also features a coffee table and a couple of actual lawn chairs. There are two doors, one behind the desk and one to your right. The door on the right has a newsroom stenciled on it.
Oh.
What about the one behind?
It's a normal door. Nothing, I don't know why I looked over there.
Okay, I will knock on the door behind the typewriter table.
All right.
Hello?
No answer.
Is it locked?
Not at all.
Okay. Push the door open. Take a look inside.
All right. This looks to be like a living room. You have opened the door to a looks like a bit of a flat. You can see a little living room area, a little kitchen behind that, a couple doors to the side.
Okay. Can I look in the couple of doors? I assume one's a bathroom.
Well, I mean, you'd have to go. You're going
Yes.
in. All right,
Yeah,
you're going
I'm
for
going
it.
in.
All right. Oh yeah, one is a bathroom, one's a closet. It's not a super spacious place. It's a small kind of one bedroom, not even scenario. Something that was clearly tacked on and built or repurposed, rather.
Mm-hmm.
That's something quaint and cozy for a single occupant. There's it's clearly lived in. There's a bowl and spoon in the sink, and this is someone's home.
Any sort of notebooks that I can see lying about? As someone jots down news story potentials, that sort of thing.
Well, tell you what, you give me a perception alertness and a quick reminder of who is in this, we'll say the word apartment with Cassie. And who is
Everyone
in the lobby.
Dante's downstairs. The rest of her are in the lobby. We're not walking
Yep.
into her apartment.
Okay.
5.
All right. Judging by with the area, there's some magazines. There's a bunch of copies of the zine. Yeah, of course. Some clothes laying around here and there. Excuse for the hamper. You find a small book. Looks to be a diary under the cushions of the couch. It's sticking out a little bit. I mean, you need to be a bloodhound to find this thing, but
Okay. I'll flip through it.
okay.
What?
She is the larcenist.
Breaking and entering is my jam.
All right. While that's going on,
I was just going to say, what about disrespecting personal property?
yeah. While that's going on, the newsroom door opens, and the young woman walks out. She's got a Walkman on. She jumps, startled, seeing Night Fang and Ricochet. Oh God! Even dropped the pencil. Oh God! Oh, you scared me. Hi.
Hi. Sorry, we thought you were here.
The door was unlocked, so I figured we'd come in.
Well, sure, of course. Yeah, I am here.
Apologies for startling you.
It's all right. Just wow. Hi, I'm KT. Welcome to the Willows Peak. What can I do for you?
Well, we might have some information for you, and we were possibly looking for some other information.
Well, sure. Can I get you guys anything? Some coffee or so? Oh my God. She points directly at Night Fang. You were there last night.
Kind of what this might be about. Also, I would take that coffee.
Is this? She looks directly at you, Ricochet. Are you the werewolf? Oh my God.
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Oh, this is so cool. Come on in. She turns to the newsroom.
Yeah, just gonna call back. Hey, Dante, you might as well come up.
And with that, I make my way up.
Okay. You already know the scene, so.
Let's check out what's in the newsroom.
All right. Before we go to there, we'll pivot back to Cassie, who heard this commotion because she let out a yelp, being startled and all.
Okay.
Does this change your current tactic?
What's written on the last page? Like the last entry? It'll be just a brief sort of skim.
All right. Let me, because I'm not sure how far to take it. I didn't realize that Snoop Master 5000 was.
Never expect the unexpected. Always expect the unexpected. I mean, if it's easier, she'll just take the last entry. She'll just sort of tear it out and put the book back, and then put the last entry in her pocket.
Well, I mean, which would she do? Because I can come up with something on the fly here. Just is she going to take the page, or she's not going to take the page? That's a dumb plan. That's going to get her caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay.
I'm going to read the last entry.
All right. You said skim. I'm going to go with that because otherwise I'm going to need like 10 minutes to fucking come up with.
No. I don't need like paragraph.
Yeah. The gist.
The gist of it. Yeah.
Yeah. The gist. What you caught is something happening to her. Doesn't understand what's going on.
Okay, and what date was that?
Listed a couple days ago.
Okay. Something happening. Okay, so once they have sort of gone to the newsroom, I'll put the journal back where I found it, and then I'll kind of slip in behind.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. While you're doing that, Miss Larcenist,
Yes.
let's get a deck stealth roll.
Oh my god!
Because I want to make sure you don't trip over some old jeans and like smash a fucking coffee table or something.
Don't botch.
Botch, 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 botch.
Oh, sweetheart. Please.
Oh, see
2,
now.
3, 4, 5 successes. I am ninja-like.
I want that as a soundbite for when she does botch a stealth roll.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
All right. Yeah, you solid snaked your way back out of the apartment. And, look, you slipped inside with Dante, and that's all that happened, and no one can prove otherwise.
Oh, God, didn't see you there.
It's crazy. The 4 of you reunited. The door, as we mentioned on the right, leads to the newsroom, which boasts a computer, printer, and 2 desks. One of which boasts a typewriter, the other a cutting board with various supplies next to a drafting table. Off to the side is another door with a sign taped on it reading "Dark Room." There are 2 cork boards along the walls, both holding various note cards and different colored strings racing across them. Someone here should feel right at home.
I was about to say that.
I didn't want to say it, but like, are you related to Daniel Tyson?
She makes her way over to one of the desks, a small coffee maker. Oh, 2 more of you! She smiles wide, pointing to Dante. You must be the other wolf man.
I look at her very puzzled. What?
Okay.
If we were wolfmen, wouldn't you be a little scared right now?
Are you kidding? That's awesome. And hardly the weirdest thing that goes on around here. Jeez. Cream and sugar?
Yes, please. And I'm going to look over at the corkboard and see all the different threads.
Okay. The corkboards. Give me a roll to see how much you are able to read. No,
Yeah,
we don't need a literacy roll. It's fine.
I was, maybe
you're not
you do.
Well, I guess the difference is, are you trying to sneak a look or are you just looking?
Well, I'm looking right in front of her.
Okay,
I want to see who's connected to what. Like, I want to see.
No, I understand. Well,
Okay.
So yeah, you don't need to roll shit because you're not sneaking a look.
No.
Oh. Okay. The corkboards seem to be somewhat organized. Like a titular card with bullet points followed by newspaper clippings and or photos.
Mm-hmm.
Of note, what you see on the first one is Beware the Green Vans, listing invisible paint, police initiative, men in black. An article below citing a 2-car collision where both parties swear the 2 cars never actually touched. Next, Illuminati. Deal with the devil. Magic cult. Child sacrifices? An article of Mayor Declan Willow's upcoming 4th term as mayor, and the dynasty of the Willows family being in office for the last 100 years. Another article that the mayor's oldest son, captain of the high school football team, leading the team to a perfect season. The second board is a bit more eclectic. It features things like zombies in the woods, nanites in the drinking water. Is Hop an alien?
I'm going to point over to the one about missing children and ask her, what do you know about these?
Well, 3 kids have gone missing in the last few months. There was a bunch of pets too. So I've been looking into it. I mean, the sheriff has been leading people on vigils there's been the vigils, but the sheriff's been leading search parties all over the island to try to find these kids, but there's no remains. They've just disappeared. So I figured there's a couple options. Number one, it could be a kidnapping ring. Or it could be some sort of sacrifice thing I'm thinking Mayor Declan, he's kind of a creepy guy. But like the Willows family's been in charge of this island forever. And I mean, it's named after him after all. I mean, the town is. And so maybe they're like sacrificing the kids to some sort of like demon or something so they could stay in power. I don't know. It seems like kind of crazy, but it's a weird town and some things just kind of happen.
What made you think of that idea? The sacrificing. And were those pets first and then the children?
Who are you?
Nobody important.
Concerned citizens.
She takes a few steps back.
My friends call me Ricochet. I used to be Kenny.
But you're not anymore.
No, my friends call me Ricochet.
Apprehensive, her gaze darts between the four of you now.
You wanted to show us something, we might want to get back to that, and then probably going to need to have a little chat.
She grips the cup of coffee, kind of holds it in front of her. It is as a protective measure.
I'm going to use persuasion, and I'm going to say, look, you're safe here. You're in a safe place with us. We are friends, not something to fear.
All right. Go ahead and you're doing it. I don't have to tell her, you know.
The subterfuge. I don't know what I'm looking for. I think it's her willpower, right?
Diff 8, if I believe I'm correct.
Okay, well, I got 3 successes.
Okay. Her breathing starts to slow, and she relaxes her stance. She's obviously still apprehensive, but a potential crisis has probably been averted. Well, what do you want then?
We're like you. We want to know the truth. And I think you've hit on something, but I don't have enough proof. We think that you've hit on something, but you haven't hit it. Like, we don't have the evidence that we need.
Is that, she reaches up, rubbing her head. But I'm right. You, from last night, when Lucinda got attacked.
Lucinda was attacked. We were trying to protect her.
You're the Wolfman.
No. We're trying to help her. Trying to save her.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I saw what happened. You were the Wolfman.
Not sure what you think you saw.
Do you have pictures from last night? Because we might need them if we're wanting to keep everything safe.
No.
Mind if I can get her manipulation plus subterfuge? Because Truth of Gaia might be useful here.
Jesus Christ. Let's call it 4.
Okay. That'd be 2 successes.
All right.
I think he was trying to figure out if she was lying about the question when she said no. Is that correct?
That would be correct, but probably needed to have done it earlier, so just add in, like, you sure you don't have any pictures from last night? Because, like I said, it's a very important thing that, well, you don't, so everything can remain safe here and you don't get the wrong kind of attention.
I'm not giving you anything.
We were only trying to protect Lucinda, and now we're trying to protect you. You might be in danger.
From 4 people who barged into my office?
More like maybe the people responsible for the missing kids and pets. One thing we're trying to keep from being an issue. We're just trying to make sure you don't get into any more trouble than you might have already gotten yourself into. Those pictures could land you into a decent bit, but we're more trying to protect you from people like the ones responsible for the missing kids. Which you're right about on the board in some way.
Again, she's looking through at the 4 of you. She's very the apprehension is palpable.
We'll keep looking at the board, see what else is on there. Try not to make her feel any more weary at all.
And we could always offer an exchange. You ask a question, we'll answer it to the best of our abilities. Just as long as those pictures don't leave here.
She takes a step back, lowers her head a little bit. She looks directly at Cassie. You said I was safe.
You are.
Why did you come here for real? You just want those pictures?
Part
No.
of it.
Not just the pictures.
What else?
You're part of something. We just haven't figured out what that is yet.
There's a greater threat to this island that we have not yet been revealed, or has not yet been revealed to us. We're trying to protect the inhabitants of the island.
And this has something to do with some of the stories I've been chasing.
Yeah.
Might be.
Whole lot of coincidences to be not true.
You will have much bigger problems on your hand if those pictures you took get published.
We're throwing you off. Wait.
Because, how is that not a threat?
I know. I'm trying so hard to not be threatening at this point because it's not Jaeger talking to Zoe.
It's like, it's not untrue. It's not meant to be a threat, but it's still one.
Right, but in context.
Yes, I know.
The 4 of you have her cornered in her fucking office and are give us those pictures, but you're safe. So I'm trying to thread the needle. You know? Shit, how does a 22-year-old react to this?
Right.
Fuck. Good job, guys. I'm just, fucking, you got me.
Hold on. I'll throw another line in there.
Tucking and weaving.
We're not that threat. That's the thing. It's not us. That's the problem if you produce those pictures. And we are here to protect you.
Again, she looks to Cassie.
You ever had a dream that was so real that you thought, this is actually happening?
She nods softly.
Well, my friends and I, we all had that same dream. And it brought us here. And we have to solve a mystery. And you seem to have been plotting out this mystery for some time. So when I say to you, you are among friends, you really are among friends. Because we all have the same goal in mind. And that's to solve whatever is going on here and protect everybody. Man, woman, child.
And pets.
Oh, I am. Obviously. Cute, adorable pets.
I mean, look at what we said. We went out trying to protect her, and she could have ended up a lot worse if we hadn't.
She would have been another string on your board.
Yeah, what the hell is wrong with Ryan?
You knew him?
Yeah, we went to high school together.
Could help us figure out what was wrong and what caused it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he was jacked. I don't know how that happened, but no, that was Ryan Dane.
One of the missing. Or a brother of the missing. Well, just the Dane sounded familiar.
Yeah, well, Dane was one of the ones, but...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a string right there. Might as well tack that up on the board.
We can work together on this.
When was the last time you saw Ryan?
Did you?
Before that?
And you're here to protect me. That's what you said.
Yes.
Well, we're here to solve something, and no harm will come to you as long as we can help it.
And you're werewolves.
Keeping my mouth shut on that one.
Yeah.
Best to not go around talking about that. The wrong people might hear.
Oh.
I need a second.
I can't tell who's laughing or if it's you or
No, he
Katie.
needs a second.
Oh my! Yeah, I need a second.
Yeah.
You're tiptoeing so hard around this.
Yeah, right. But like, she took the picture. She's not fucking stupid.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know, but
And everyone's like, "No, you're just dumb and crazy, lady."
Well, we've also yet to answer it directly, which is the whole thing. Like, come on, lady, just take the fucking hint.
Yeah, that's kind of it too.
Oh shit!
God.
There's partly a reason why we're here for those photos.
Mm-hmm.
We know you're not stupid, but we can't have that information getting out. And you don't exactly want to run around town saying you've seen werewolves. That would cause a much bigger issue for everybody.
And see, it sounds to me like you're threatening me again.
Not trying to?
Her posture shifts. It's clear she's maybe had about enough of the way things are going right now. She takes a step forward. I know what I saw. And you're telling me I'm not in danger, and you're telling me you're here to protect me, but you're going to insult my intelligence. You know, you're giving me nothing here. But you want to just take from me? She takes another step closer.
Did say we'd answer questions if we got those pictures.
Everyone lose a gnosis.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
As in permanent?
No.
This is temps.
Okay.
We're not hobbling you. Don't worry. Just a tap. Everyone lose 2 strength. Just erase the dots. You can't get them back. No, it seems to me that if no harm's going to come to me and you're here to protect me, then you need me a hell of a lot more than I need you. So maybe you should start giving me some answers and stop jerking me around.
What do you want to know?
First of all, you're the werewolves, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And we haven't said no, have we?
Picture tells 1,000 words.
Yes, it does. And I won't publish anything. But I'm not handing you shit. Not until I know I can trust you and I know who you are.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Can work with that.
Cassie, Nightfang, we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks, I'm sorry, Nightfang?
That's his nickname too.
Okay.
Yeah. Got an image to try living up to. Ambitious.
And this here is Dante.
I nod.
Okay. That's a start.
Thank you.
But yeah, no. Ed works just as well, or Edgar. Either one. Take your pick. Just gotta look into Ricochet for a moment. A little side eye.
She takes a deep breath, and it seems like she's normalizing a little bit.
Is that coffee ready?
She can't help but laugh a little, too. Help yourself.
Thank you.
She motions to the make complete with styrofoam cups there. So you're good to go, man. It's terrible coffee.
Just dumping sugar into it.
So the question here, because I wouldn't possibly make you go through all of this, but to what extent do you plan on reading her in?
I say no more than we've already given her. She knows we're werewolves, and I think that's it.
I agree.
She
For
knows
now.
we're werewolves.
Hefty bit of information right there we just gave her, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know we're werewolves, and there's a reason why nobody else knows. We like to keep it that way.
All right.
But she's in danger, so I think we just reiterate that.
Well, and then in that case, we're going to go through it. But if you were going to read her in it, let's just skip it, because Jesus, why?
No. I don't want to give her any more than necessary, and by necessary, only fucking barely.
And what makes you think I'm in danger?
Remember that dream I told you about that was so real that you don't believe? Like, it's impossible to separate dream from reality?
Mm-hmm.
She just tilts her head. So Cassie just kind of tilts her head and...
So
Before
what?
last night,
So what? I'm in danger from those other werewolves?
Oh, they were protecting you too.
Yeah.
Then why were you two fighting?
They were protecting you from us.
Oh,
lack of communication.
yeah. Communication breakdown.
Because before last night, we were having some dreams of Lucinda and trying to protect her. And last night, or this morning really, just gonna point to her.
I did a shitty job.
She's not dead.
Is that the bar for victory?
Not
that
always.
Is that the bar for success?
Shouldn't be, but in some cases it is.
We also didn't plan on your friend Ryan being there either.
I didn't say he was my friend. I said I knew him.
We're still trying to figure out what the connections are.
Well, clearly he's a fucking creep.
Understatement of the century.
Yeah. What else did you know about him?
Nothing. We went to high school together.
You say he was on the football team?
No. I didn't know him. He was just a fucking freshman when I was graduating.
Okay. What about Lucinda? Any connection there between you two?
She serves me lunch sometimes. She's a waitress at Hop's Diner.
Okay. Well, that dead ended quickly right there.
Was there any connection between her and Ryan?
I don't know Ryan.
She doesn't know Ryan well enough to be able to comment on that.
Or Lucinda?
Yep.
Or Lucinda.
So the connection's not there, if there is one.
No, she just doesn't know about the connection. Or if there is one. There's still some pieces of this puzzle we're missing.
Mm.
Yeah. I look over at her board.
Okay.
Just looking at it. See if I can start picking anything together.
Well, I mean, we went over what's there.
Mm-hmm.
You said the sheriff was leading vigils for the missing kids and search parties, right?
Yeah, the sheriff's been leading search parties. I mean, there was a vigil or two, but...
Yeah. We saw him outside, and let me just say I got a really weird vibe from him. Any info you can share about him?
I mean, I don't know. I know these disappearances have been hard on him. I mean, I guess. We didn't normally have this kind of thing, I suppose. She stops for a minute, as if she's trying to recall a memory. I guess he's just been working really hard trying to solve the disappearances. I can't tell if Melissa's upset or sad or just deep in thought.
She's thinking
I'm
hard.
deep in thought. I have no idea what's going on.
None of us do.
None of us do.
I'm trying to decide what we can tell her, what we can't, or what we should and shouldn't. Then it's
right now. It's no more than necessary. And right
it's
now,
a brain teaser.
The only thing necessary is that we're here to protect her, and she knows what we are.
And even then, that's a stretch. But yeah,
We made a deal.
Yep.
We're protecting her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
Yeah,
we've had these dreams too now. So,
Well, if you have to protect me, then you're going to help. I was on my way to check up on a lead last night. And because of whatever the hell went on between you and your friends, I didn't get to go. So tonight, I have to go back and check up on this lead. And you're going to come with me to make sure I'm safe.
I mean, what's the lead? We could probably tell you if it's something worthwhile or not.
I will be the judge of that. Night Howl.
I snicker in the corner. I like her.
I mean, sure, we're meeting up here or what? Now that you've got your own werewolf guardian angels.
I think we need to inform Farfor before just going out with her.
Agreed.
Where would you like to meet tonight? We have a few more errands to run.
Well, we can meet back at the park.
Same spot?
More or less. Maybe buy some of the playground equipment or the fountain. The festival isn't tonight, so it should be pretty quiet come sundown.
Sounds good. This could be a good thing. Keep scratching each other's backs. As long as you don't publish nothing.
I can agree to that. But I'm going to have some questions.
And we will answer to the best of our abilities.
So, can you change whenever you want? Because it wasn't a full moon last night.
Yes.
And, is it the same? Like you were a wolf man, but he was just a big dog.
I think some of those answers might just come in due time.
Especially if you're in danger.
And how about holy water? Like in the movies, holy water, burns you guys.
No.
Yeah, just get us wet.
And you don't want a wet dog smell. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we would smell really bad if you doused us.
She thrusts her arms forward, her fingers making a cross.
Ow, it burns.
Don't tell her lies. That's my job.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're not lying to her.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
She's checking.
You've watched a lot of movies, haven't you?
She turns her back to you for a second. Returning again with 2 pencils now making a cross.
No.
We will be here all day. Come on. Just trust us.
Also, just a quick little, if it did work on us, would we want to tell you?
I think we're past the threats, guys.
We're not threatening.
No, it's not threatening. It's, if I told you getting shot with gold would kill you, would you want her to know?
She stands a moment, looking like Fang up and down, and then turns to Cassie. This one's afraid of women, huh?
Yes.
Just absolutely dumbfounded.
I told you I was going to like her. We will see you at the park later.
All right. Around midnight. Don't be late.
You got it. Thank you for your hospitality.
This could be the start of something, maybe.
Yes, just keep the pencils down. It terrifies Night Fang.
We'll see you around, Katie.
KT.
We'll see you around, KT.
We'll see you. And that'll do it for now. Make sure to tune in 2 weeks for the next chapter of wherever Gaia takes us, and next week for the regular episode of Rage Across the Internet. If you like what we do, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody, and you can always jump onto our Ko-Fi to give us a little support that, trust me, we desperately need. You can find that at ko-fi/Rage Across the Internet, and you can find us here, the same place you found us last week. So be sure to tune in and have some fun with us. You take it easy.